I like enterprising fourth graders. I like when people of any age are politically involved. And a group of Fairfield kids got an item onto the House agenda. Surprised the speaker, but it's going to a vote. It's to make lollipops Connecticut state candy. This is an example of activism on some frivolity. And again, as a little stepping stone for elementary or middle school kids, fine. But Connecticut's legislative activity has been moribund on more important things. And I want to make sure that if this can make the agenda, that important things like addressing crime, addressing welfare, addressing school choice, addressing health choice. I mean, whether the state can be mandating somebody taking medicines that are experimental against their will. These are big issues that the state hasn't resolved. Make sure to get those on the agenda. As for a state lollipop, I'm not sure it's fair to other little manufacturers of confectionaries. Okay, so the lollipop originated in New Haven. It doesn't take state government recognition to make a difference. Now, I could see the state's Chamber of Commerce, not with legislative approval, but the state's Chamber of Commerce promoting confections from Connecticut. I like that con-con. But is it the place of the legislature to be declaring statewide goods at the expense of maybe fruit basket makers, chocolate makers who come from different parts of the state? It becomes enmeshed in that political back and forth that I don't think should be part of our legislation. States, this state anyway, has had days and even weeks for groups, and they're getting sliced thinner and thinner and thinner. And with it, people no longer will even recognize the specialness of any one day that's proclaimed. When something is proclaimed by government, it's not as important as something that is adhered to by many. When you have mass publicity without government, it probably carries a lot more weight. If the legislature has its way, next week at this time will be Tardive Dyskinesia Awareness Week. Will that make any difference in our support for tardive dyskinesia patients? Doubtful. If hospitals themselves spread word about how and why they should get special treatment, that would probably be more effective. Last year, it was New Haven that came close to being the home of the Connecticut's Pizza Celebration Day. Now, you don't need it from the legislature. Everybody in this state knows that New Haven is a great place for great pizza. You don't need the legislative stamp of approval. If they're going to go that route, please make sure it assesses the really searing issues that I mentioned, and there are many more. Please do that first. I'm Mark Stewart.